Welcome back to the channel, guys. This week we are in the beautiful Costa del Azar, 250 kilometers north of where we left you last week in Denia. Now, before we actually get out and explore, do need to fill you in on something that happened when we left Denia the other day, because it didn't go the normal way it goes, which is just sort of start the engine and go. So what I normally do is start the engine up, and then I get the kids in and Rosie in the front, and I allow the engine not to warm up, but just to sort of just tick over for a couple of minutes as we're getting loaded up. It allows the revs to drop down a little bit and that sort of stuff. Nothing excessive, not sitting there for half an hour with the engine running or anything like that. However, as we were getting ready, a neighbouring camper, another Brit, needed a little bit of help with the Park for Night app. So obviously we gave her a little bit of helping hand, getting places located, making sure she knew where she was going on Google, that sort of stuff. But that little time delay caused a bit of an offence to a French camper who decided to be a bit vocal to Keira about how noisy our engine was and how we shouldn't have our engine running despite wanting to drive away. So not sure if he wanted us to push the lorry out or something, I don't know. This is what happened, guys. This is the clip. This is all we managed to actually get, but yeah, all fun and games here.
What? Don't care. Whatever. It's not a big deal, is it? I don't think it's a massive deal. It's just an engine.
Interestingly, as Rick drives right past him, the man suddenly seems to forget all about the engine noise. Instead, he goes right back to whatever he was doing. No more complaints, no more fuss. It's funny how bold he was with me, and yet completely silent the moment a man was around.
That man in the red van starts putting his fingers in his ears, saying obviously it's too noisy, your engine's been too loud, and then like lifting his hands up like this. And I was just like, I don't care, like it's what it is, it's an engine. I just said to him like, the man in the red van having a go.
What red van?
They're just behind us. Just behind us.
Anyway, guys, let's forget about that grumpy old man and let's crack on with this week's vlog from Peniscola. This is all seafood. Okay. No, they've got calamari.
They've got mussels.
Oh, nice. Lots of different seafood. This is where we can get your oysters, babe.
No, they're cute. There's no point saying.
This man here was really eager for us to come and eat at the restaurant, stopping us to show us the menu and handing out free lollipops for the kids, which of course they were absolutely thrilled about.
Guys, you kids are lucky.
Ooh, my favourite flavour.
I don't know if I'm up for like a full-blown meal.
No.
Sort of like
Lunchtime.
lunch, something lunchy.
Yeah. Probably just be happy with some chips, to be honest.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the history of this place.
Do you know the history?
I have no idea what the history of this place is, but we're going for a lovely archway.
Yeah,
so.
we've gone across like the main promenade,
Here we go,
the promenade, the touristy bits and all the shops, and now we're entering the old town up near the castle. So we'll see what it's got to offer.
How cool is this, huh? Locking you in. We'll pick you up later.
Beautiful. Feels like we've gone to Greece or something.
It does, doesn't it? It's a totally different vibe. Totally different to the likes of Denia and that sort of stuff. It's a completely different vibe. Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. And up here, it's peaceful.
There's no
it's
one
so
about.
peaceful. It is actually quite busy on the streets, but here, it's lovely.
Peniscola is also known as a city in the sea, and it's easy to see why. The old town is beautiful with half-cobbled narrow streets and medieval walls. It was declared a historical conservation area in 1972, and more recently you may recognise it as one of the filming locations from Game of Thrones. and whilst it looks a little bit Greek, there's another place it reminds us of.
Do you know what this place actually sort of reminds me of?
What?
A Scylla.
A Scylla. Yes.
In
I was
Morocco.
thinking where the hell is that then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Sort of like these sort of like, you get into these narrow streets next to, you know, they had like a little fortressy bit.
Really strange. We've just nipped into the church, which was very nice, but outside the church is loads of rice, like all on the cobbles, loads and loads of rice. I don't know what it's for. If you know what it's for, let us know in the comments.
Try and crush one of these. I can't even crush it.
Well, that's a bit of mud jack you're just giving me.
Okay. Try and crush it.
It's definitely rice.
And more here.
More rice.
I know why there's rice near the church. Because Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, like Jesus Christ.
The whole building is literally covered in shells.
How cool is that?
Right, walking around here has been amazing, but we are now getting hungry. It's near 1 o'clock in the afternoon. None of us have had lunch, so we're going to go back to sort of the beach area and find somewhere to have a little bite to eat. Okay, one of the problems we're facing is that because this is a big tourist destination, the prices are inflated and it's expensive. There's a lot of restaurants that we're going past and it is expensive. It's going to be about 80 to 90 euros for us to eat out, which is just too much. So we're going to just try and find somewhere, maybe with just something little. It is lunchtime after all. Maybe a sandwich, chips, something like that. Hopefully we can find somewhere a bit more reasonably priced.
Right, so we've decided we're actually going to head back to the lorry for lunch. It's just too expensive to eat out, and we only really want something little. We're not planning to go out for a proper meal. It's just too touristy. Prices are too high, so we stopped off at a little mini supermarket just along the promenade here, and we bought a baguette, some crisps, a few nice drinks, and that came to about £13 euros for everything that we picked up. And we got some biscuits, which are all falling out now, but some really yummy biscuits. So we're going to head back and enjoy some lunch. Oh wow, turtle, terrapin.
There was a terrapin in there.
I wonder if that's the noise, or do you think that's definitely frogs?
I think it's frogs.
They're so loud.
But there was definitely a terrapin in there. That was crazy.
Just arriving back at the motorhome air now. It's quite a good one where we're parked. It is secure gated access with a reception, all your services, plenty of parking spots, and it's €10.50 a night, which we don't think is too bad. We're quite happy with that. I'll show you where we've parked in a minute, because we have deliberately, strategically parked ourselves right at the end so that we can have our own bit of private space.
There we go. So we've plonked ourselves right in the corner down here, because there's no pitch here, which means the kids have all this outdoor space, and we can obviously have our chairs out and not be looking at anyone else.
So it's pretty ideal. Can forget about anyone else and just chill out. And Rosie's got plenty of space as well. So we're just going to get lunch on, get lunch served, and I think we might eat outside because it is so beautiful. It was supposed to only be 16 degrees today when we checked, which wasn't that warm, you know. I'm wearing a jumper, but I think it is warmer than 16 degrees. I think you could easily pop a pair of shorts on.
Right guys, so we're going to leave Peniscola today and head northbound. So I thought I'd fill you guys in a little bit. So since our last stop in Denia, we are heading slowly north back to the UK for mid-April. So we'll be back mid-April, have a bit of chill out time with the family, and then we will be going to Campervan Campout in early May. So that's the first bank holiday weekend in May, Campervan Campout. Go grab your tickets. Pop along, say hello. The lorry and all of us will be on the display lineup, the self-build lineup, and we'll be doing a couple of talks as well. So if you're going already, look forward to seeing you guys there. If you're not going and fancy going, grab yourself some tickets. It's a fantastic motorhome festival. In fact, in our opinion, it's the best, but there we go. So anyway, we're heading north now. I want to get to Roses. Today's Friday. I want to get to Roses, which is in the northeast of Spain, coastal Spain, for Sunday, because it's Mother's Day on Sunday. So I want to take Keira out and all the rest. The kids do anyway. Yeah, so I want to get there. Now that's about just over 4 hours away, which we don't really fancy doing today because we've got food shop and a few other bits to do. So the plan is we're going to drive an hour up the road, do a food shop, get parked, get some things sorted out, and then tomorrow we're going to put in, I think it'd end up being about 3 hours, 15 tomorrow to get to Roses. Now, typically what's happening, which we've said I think in every vlog in Spain anyway, is the weather this year has been shocking, and once again Spanish weather is coming in and going to hit us. We've got weather warnings in place for winds of up to 100 kilometers an hour. So I don't know what that is in miles per hour, I'll have to check it out, but 100 kilometer an hour winds up in Roses for today and Saturday. So yeah, I looked at something the other day and it said that Northern Europe has had actually better weather in terms of rain and wind than Southern Spain. So Southern Spain has just been hit big time this winter. So is what it is. You get some sunny days and then you just get rain and wind, but hey, is what it is. So that's what we're going to do. Let's hit the road and find a Lidl.
Got a little bit of a problem, which means we cannot leave just yet. We're pretty much ready to go and we've got the kids to tidy up outside, and Jack can't find his toy monkey, and his toy monkey is everything to him. He brought him outside to play and he's disappeared. So we're on a bit of a mission to find that before we leave. We cannot leave without monkey. Have you checked under the lorry?
Lorry, not monkey. Share? Yeah.
Right there, Teddy notes. Teddy's inside. Where?
Well, I tell Jack that where's the last time you had monkey, then go to the place the I said monkey, then he might be there.
Well, that's brilliant advice. What?
Did you put monkey in the garage?
Me?
Monkey's literally just in the garage here.
Are you joking me? Hello, monkey. Teddy.
Yeah.
Did you put monkey in the garage?
He wouldn't be able to reach and open the door.
Did you, Ted?
Tell I didn't. The truth.
Well, that's a mystery, but we've got him back, so we can hit the road now. A little bit of a panic going on now because the sat nav has took Rick down some tight streets. I don't even think we're meant to be down here.
Oh jeez, man. I'm just going to pull in so I can find my way. For some reason tried getting me going through the actual town itself. Why on earth did it do that? It tried taking me right through the middle of Imposta. Thanks to the couple of Spanish blokes that helped me out. I was at a crossroads and I just said to them, habla inglés, and they didn't speak English. But I was like tapping on the lorry saying, can I go straight? And they were going straight, but do not go down any of the side streets.
After a stop at Lidl, we arrived at our overnight parking spot, which was busier than we had expected. Nevertheless, we managed to get ourselves a spot. I had the always difficult task of packing the food away into our fridge before we enjoyed a nice burger night and settled in for what was to become a rather eventful evening.
Okay, so the plan today, or the plan this morning, shall I say, was to actually get to Roses in the northeast of Spain, which is about 200 miles north. However, the heavy winds came in, or the strong winds came in last night, speeds of 50 kilometers an hour and gusts of 80 kilometers an hour, which is about 50 mile an hour wind speed. So it's too much this morning for us to drive in. So we're going to hold off to about 10, 11 this morning when they drop to about 44 kilometers an hour. That is. So yeah, it's really windy, really blowy, and not ideal. I was hoping to get to Rose's for lunchtime. Doesn't look like we're going to get there until mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock-ish perhaps. So it's a big 4-hour journey, and yeah, this isn't ideal. And also it's not very nice driving in strong winds, especially when the winds are coming in from the northwest. We're driving north, so they're just going to hit us on the side, but is what it is. We're going to monitor it over the next couple of hours. Hopefully it dips as the weather forecast says, and we can hit the road.
The wind was supposed to be calming down around now, but it feels like it's just picked up again.
So yeah, so the forecast, there was a lull in the wind where it dropped slightly, and between now and 2 hours it's going to pick up again. But as I said earlier, just 45 minutes down the road the winds drop massively, so we're going to see if we can get out and get down the road slower, and then it should be good.
Yeah,
that's the plan anyway.
Hopefully we'll be all right, but
yeah. But the only problem is we are on the south of the river Ebro,
yeah,
which means we need to go over a bridge, which is going to be pretty brutal.
Right, we're going to give it a go and hope that we'll be okay. It wouldn't surprise me though if we have to stop after about 10 minutes of driving and pull over if we decide it's too dangerous, but fingers crossed.
Let's get blown all over the place. It's the gusts that we need to be careful of. Gusts catch you unexpectedly. Right, so we're now in the thick of it. So we're at, well, as I said, we're on the Ebro Delta, which is this really, really flat area, coastal area of Spain. So the wind comes up the mountains, also follows the river down, and this, it just gets battered. But the big motorway, the AP7, runs in the distance about 5 kilometers away, and I've just seen a couple of lorries on there, which always gives me a little bit of like relief. Like if there's other people doing it, at least I then feel a little bit safer, or I'm safe in the knowledge there's more idiots on the road like me. You know, it's either one does the job, but it doesn't seem too bad. It's a little bit blowy. It's not ideal.
We just stopped off for a little bit of a late lunch. We've still got about an hour left, an hour and a half roughly, but it does still put us on track to arrive just before 3 o'clock, which is a little bit risky, but we're just going to have to see what happens when we get there, see if there's space. There is a lot more motorhomes on the road today. It is a Saturday. Yeah, maybe they're heading north, I suppose, just like we are. There's lots of Germans on the road, lots of people from the Netherlands. But the wind has died down, so it's not as difficult for Rick to drive now. It's not as strong hit in the vehicle, so hopefully that's the worst of the wind over and done with.
The wind did calm down for a bit as we were going past Barcelona, but it is picked up with a vengeance. At the minute you get sort of, you can travel and be like, this is fine, and you bear around a corner, wow, it really does hit you, and it's hitting us nose on at the minute.
It's really funny because when you look outside, it's not what you'd expect it to look like when there's such high wind. You know, we've got a beautiful blue sky today, only a few clouds about, and it's just a gorgeous sunny day, so it's quite deceiving really, apart from obviously the noise of the wind.
Right, we're now here. It looks busy, so I'm just going to go and see if they actually have any space at all. Shall I just pull in actually?
Yeah, pull in, go for it. It looks so busy.
Oh, this is grand.
I don't know if you will have space to turn.
I don't think I'm going to get... Oh wait.
It's welcoming you in, but...
Oh Mom, there was loads of space.
And you want passport, you come with me. Look at the place.
Perfect.
Actually looks like a really nice site. First impressions are really good. Obviously it's still mad windy here, but Rick's just gone to have a look to see where we can get parked up. He's gone with the guy. But I do find it really strange when they ask for your passport. When you check into somewhere like this and you've got to show them your passport, it's always a bit weird. Sort of think, well, we showed our passport when we got over here, like when we left the UK. So why does the campsite need our passport? It's proper windy out there. This is insane. The lorry is proper rocking side to side.
Right, we'll go get these services. Okay, so we're at an Air in Roses. We'll put it up on screen because I've forgotten. Very, very nice chap. Assists us coming in. 16 euros a night without electric. If you want electric, it's an extra 4 euros. Free use of services. It's got a shower, toilets, that sort of thing, washing up area. What else? What else? Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. Oh, one thing, it doesn't accept UK bank cards. Same as he said, Sweden and Switzerland. Yeah, so it didn't work, so I had to pay cash, and then he pays with his own card, sort of thing. So
Strange, but
yeah, but there we go. So we're pitch 27, which is just there, and yeah, there we go. So I think we're going to chill today. Hopefully the winds die down tomorrow.
I was going to say, I don't want to even go out.
Yeah, because it honestly is brutal out there, and I did not. Like, the start of the drive was brutal, the middle bit was okay, the end was horrendous.
Yeah.
So there we go, but I do need to nip out in a bit.
I think that might be because it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Right, tonight guys, we're going to be cooking a mozzarella gnocchi dish. Let's have a look. So I've got 2 bags of gnocchi because one is never enough for all of us. Gonna have some broccoli with it. And then I have also got a recipe for cheesy garlic flatbreads, which I've never made before, but I'm gonna give it a go. How good does that look?
Small flatbread.
That's good bread.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Good morning everyone, and happy Mother's Day. I know that it'll be a few weeks ago now, but still happy Mother's Day to you all. I had a lovely morning. I had a nice sleep in, the kids treated me to that, and then I had a few little presents, chocolates, sweets, which was very nice. We're now off out into the town of Roses to explore. The weather's a bit like yesterday still. The sun is shining, beautiful blue skies, but the winds are still really, really strong.
Right, so first thing today is we're going to head off to the market. It's every Sunday between 9 and 1. It's about a 35-minute walk from where we've parked. So not too bad, nice to stretch the legs. Let's go check it out.
Found the market.
It is pretty busy, huh?
We.
You say we?
Yeah.
You're not in France yet, girl.
They know that I practice wherever I go.
That market there was predominantly clothes, like I'd say 90% clothes. There's a few kitcheny bits, those sort of stalls, but mostly just a clothes market. So it was all right. I managed to find a real bargain actually. I managed to find a denim jacket, like a sort of no sleeve denim jacket for 3 euros, which is an absolute bargain. So yeah, we're on our way now to actually check out, see if there is another market. You've got a feeling there might be. So.
Yeah, so there is a free park up here in Roses for motorhomes. It's not an official area, it's just a bit of wasteland that they allow you to park on. But on the reviews it said there's a Sunday market there. So we're gonna check that out. I can't find anything online, but we're gonna check it out. And then it's lunchtime and we're gonna grab a bite of lunch. This is the other motorhome park up that we were talking about. It's very windy, you might not be able to hear me very much. Ah, Jesus, it's so windy. But there is no market here, so you are safe to park here, even on the weekends. And yeah, this is tolerated, I reckon, probably only in the off season. It's right next to the swimming pool and it is closer to the action than we are parked, even though we are closer to the supermarkets. So a bit of a trade-off, and we do have a bit of security in our park up, but we would park here I wouldn't have a problem parking
It'd
here.
be fine, wouldn't it?
Yep, so there we go, but we're gonna now try and get out of this wind and find something for lunch.
And we just turned around and we can see the snow on top of the mountains, a huge thick layer of snow. So you can tell that we are getting further and further north now.
Like most kids, ours can spot a play park a mile off, so we stopped off for a quick play whilst we figured out where to go for lunch, eventually deciding on a restaurant on the front promenade.
Where's
They've actually got buffalo pig's feet, tomato mozzarella, pig trotters.
Buffalo pig's feet.
How does that sound, Hope?
Tomato mozzarella for
chorizo spicy
latte, pig trotters, parmesan, pesto,
Do you reckon,
pineapple and fresh basil.
Go, Teddy!
You a camera, I'm a camera now.
This looks absolutely delicious.
Look at this, look at this. Look at the
So good.
Looks amazing.
They're huge, aren't they? So Piper's got a good margarita. Me and Rick have both got a pepperoni, and then the boys have got spaghetti bolognese. Looks good, Jack, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's taste it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good pizza.
That pizza was so good. We all really enjoyed it. It cost €62, which is about £55 for 5 of us, plus drinks, which I don't think is too bad at all. They weren't the most attentive. That's our only little criticism. The staff, we had to wait a little while to take orders and then pay and that sort of thing. But other than that, really, really nice. So we're actually just heading out to get ice cream at the minute. We had pinpointed 2 different ice cream parlours, which looked amazing, but they're actually both closed today. So I'm full. I don't really want ice cream, but obviously the kids do. So we're gonna have a walk and see if we can find one.
Got banana split, Dad.
You've both got 1 scoop.
This is actually 1 scoop. A load of scoops in mine.
Oh. What did you, oh, careful. What did you go for?
Unicorn.
Oh, nice. Do you know what flavour it is though yet?
No.
Try and figure it out.
I think it's bubblegum.
Rick's got a
It's actually really
mango.
good. It's actually really good.
Founded by Greeks and later taken over by the Romans, Roses is steeped in history. The Citadel, which is a main attraction of the town, is an important archaeological site, founded in 776 BC by traders from the island of Rhodes in Greece. We had planned to visit, but it turns out it's closed on Sundays and Mondays. But honestly, Roses still delivered, with its gorgeous beaches and Mediterranean vibe. Before we wrap up this vlog, here's a quick heads up. As well as Campervan Campout in May, we're also going to be talking at the National Motorhome Show in June and the Norfolk Motorhome Show in July. If you're interested in coming along, we have discount codes for day tickets, which are popped into the description. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this week's video, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our adventures.